the gut. It was called Primal Defense, and it's like a tablet, and you're supposed to take it 3 times a day. But when starting off, you just take it 1 time a day. And it all started normal. I took it um, like right off the bat. I can kind of feel it, feel it inside. And I was like, all right, cool, cool. I went on about my day. I didn't really do anything special, but the thing I did was I wouldn't eat. I wasn't focused on eating because I was so focused on doing all these other things like YouTube and streaming and all that and editing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I guess I was starving myself. I'm not saying I was doing it on intentionally, but it just ended up happening, excuse me. So I believe that because I wasn't feeding that bacteria as often as I should have, um, it kind of got me when I was out and I was hungry going grocery shopping, and that's what kind of got me sick and put me in a flare.
Ah,
That's what I
Gotcha.
think happened.
mm,
Okay.
And as for vitamins, I take vitamins every day. I take multivitamins. I take calcium gummies. I used to take biotin gummies for my hair, skin, and nails and all that. But biotin's pretty much like a lot of vitamins, so you can get biotin
Mm.
from that.
mm.
Oh, that's it's kind of interesting. You said like that. I like just bought the biotin gummies like the other day. So just it was to try to check it out. And so but yeah, that's kind of my story too with Crohn's disease is that I it was kind of determined I guess about 11 years ago that actually it was a lot more recently than that. This was after I got my medicine, yeah, Remicade and everything. And then also just all after all the testing, it was determined that not only was I lactose intolerant and some other stuff, but that I was extremely vitamin D deficient, and I was and also really deficient in B12 vitamins and stuff. And so I take like a daily multivitamin, but I've not been a big supplement guy, and so I because I'm not a big I have like a mental thing about just taking a whole bunch of pills, like this, feel like I'm an old man taking a whole bunch of pills or whatever, and so I have my little dates and stuff on my little pill box and stuff, and so but it's just kind of getting out of that mindset and kind of more embracing, you know, kind of how healthy can I be, and so but so yeah, so right now, um, I I have a monthly B12 shot, and then I take vitamin D, and then um, and then also I what else? What else do I take? Well, I guess I take a baby aspirin, but that's not a vitamin, but that's just to kind of help me with ulcers and stuff like that in my stomach. Um, yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to do a whole lot more going forward is um, try to take a lot more of this stuff, a lot more vitamins, a lot more this daily things to try to feel better.
I
Uh,
think what we should do, what people need to do, is they need to talk to their doctors, get blood work, and see what they are deficient in, so that they
Yep.
can pick up vitamins and supplements to,
and usually you're absolutely right.
Yep.
Um, and so I was gonna say something else, but I want to hear a little bit from Kevin first.
So speaking of what CJ just said, iron deficiency has always been a problem with me, and I think I finally understood why up like recently, as in like the last 4 months. Prednisone reduces iron in your body, and before I hopped on prednisone, which I had been on like for 18 of the last 24 months, I was bleeding a lot, which also reduces iron in your body.
Mm-hmm.
So the iron deficiency is my biggest thing. So as of the last 2 months, I've been taking one iron tablet a day, as well as a B12 pill a day, vitamin D and vitamin C pills. So those things have helped me become more awake, more energetic than I used to be, just all around in a better mood. But going back to what you said, Jordan, it's funny. I kind of have a thing with pills too. I don't really like taking a
I'm
bunch of
a,
pills on top of taking my steroids, on top of taking like uh, probiotics, like CJ said, on top of taking antacids. It's like taking 12 pills a day.
right,
So
right. Yeah, but, and that's just me. And my thing is that if I had to take a few pills, that's okay. That's kind of comes with the territory and stuff. But yeah, but if I could avoid to keep adding to that pile, I will.
yeah, me too. But the iron deficiency is really like when it's low, when my iron's very low, I can get tired. I could wake up at like 8 a.m. and be tired, like exhausted by like 11 a.m.
Hmm.
I'll just be wiped out.
9:30.
I'll just be wiped out completely. And for the longest time, I didn't know why. I was like, why am I so tired? Why am I so tired? And then I went to the hospital, and they're like, yeah, you need an iron infusion. Your iron levels are below, like you're anemic. You
Hmm.
can't. No wonder you can't stay up more longer than like 4 or 5 hours. And I'm like, okay, I
Right.
get it.
And so since you've been doing that, taking the iron tablets and stuff, have you been feeling better? I mean, have you been feeling less, like lethargic and stuff?
Yes, yes. It's a slow build, as I'm sure you both know. So, yes, progressively. I think in like another month or two, I'll be right where I want to be. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Have you?
Awesome.
Does your doctors ever give you like iron infusions?
Yes, I prefer those. There's like a magic wand, like Harry Potter. Like I had stick a needle into my arm, and an hour later, I feel great. Not like where you take a
Is
pill.
it
It's
is
like,
it a hassle for you to get that?
mm, kind of, because they want you to be below a certain point. You know, like they don't want you. They want you to be like severely anemic for you to like seriously need it. Versus like I just feel kind of tired. I feel it getting lower, and
Nah,
That's
bro. That
interesting.
that's not the move, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
agreed.
that's really you would
That's
think it would be
that's kind of
almost.
negligence, bro.
Yeah, because I mean it's proactive. I mean if you're gonna just kind of your body's gonna kind of automatically just plummet. Your iron count's gonna plummet just by the way you're built. You would think that you would get like a monthly shot or something, or a monthly infusion, just to kind of keep you healthy.
Agreed. Agreed.
I
And so,
know my doctor just schedules it for me and then tells me that, hey, your blood count was low last time. We're gonna schedule you an infusion. Just come on this date. I'm like, all right, cool.
That sounds amazing.
mhm,
And
That sounds.
and I don't even be that bad. It'd be like, oh, it's slightly below. We're just gonna schedule an appointment. That's why I was saying, oh, I have to
Yeah.
be severely blah blah blah. And I was like, what?
That's
Nah.
why you asked. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah.
yeah.
That's how it is.
No, yeah, no. I will say for the B12, it was that's kind of an interesting story because we it's kind of a weird story, but I eat like bananas, usually every day. As far as speaking of vitamins, because I just for the potassium and the B vitamins and stuff, and bananas, I eat those every day. And so we had like fruit flies. I don't know if you guys know what those look like, but these little like fruit flies are buzzing around the bananas. I guess they come with them or something, and so but they're really hard to get rid of. And so we stopped eating bananas for like a month or so, and because of that, I guess my B12 levels in my body like plummeted. And so I went back to the doctor, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you need B12 shots forever now, just because I stopped eating bananas for a month."
So
And so
what does B12 do specifically?
um, well, thanks for putting me on the spot like that.
I'm sorry. I just don't know what it does.
Uh,
but
I get energy from it. Excuse
But
me.
yeah, but from what I understand, it's just that too. Like to be honest, I'm not a scientist type thing. So, but B vitamins, I know there's a lot of different ones, but as far as like vitamin, or as far as how it makes you feel, I think it's energy. I mean, I guess I could look it up, but
It says that it plays an essential role in the production of your red blood cells and DNA, as well as the proper functioning of your nervous system.
See, you didn't know that off the top of your head.
I didn't know it was for real, bro.
A fancy
Vitamin
scientific
B12
way of
is
saying energy.
yeah.
But that's cool though. See, exactly. And so if that's not in your body, you have a problem. And so
Oh,
but
B12 also helps prevent a type of anemia called megaloblastic anemia that makes people tired and weak.
mm, that sounds about right. And so I mean that's one of my biggest, struggles is this, yeah, my energy levels, just staying, feeling like feeling that vigor, just feeling that that you can kind of go out and run 5 miles or whatever. Is just that's what I'm kind of working on, trying to get that back into my system, and so that's part of the reason that spending a lot more time. That's kind of why I'm curious about this topic, is just to what's the best way to to feel my best every day, and so I'm incorporating these vitamins to try to fix this because I'm kind of tired of being tired.
Agreed.
Church.
Right. And so, um, so one of the things I want to talk about is with it's kind of just a little more broadly, talking about why do people with IBD get vitamin and mineral deficiencies, and I kind of want to do some reading. I'll include this website, this ibdrelief.com, in the notes of the show today, but pretty much excuse me, there are various reasons why you may suffer from these deficiencies, and so that so one of them is is a restricted diet. Many people with IBD struggle to eat a normal diet, and therefore may not be getting the vitamins and minerals they need from food. That's definitely me, and definitely you guys too. It just we have to make these choices, and sometimes rice or cereal or whatever, cornflakes or whatever, just doesn't have any vitamins in it, and so a damaged intestinal tract, absorption of most vitamins and minerals, happens in your stomach. So if you have IBD, or fistulas or strictures or any other abdominal issues, then the absorption of vitamins in general can be difficult. And this is especially true for Kevin and I with Crohn's disease. Also, surgery. That's me. So I have difficulty with that. Ulcerative colitis, bleeding in the intestinal tract. If you're losing blood in your intestines, they may be losing vitamins and minerals such as iron. And then, and I guess some medications. It doesn't say which here, but some medicine can have the adverse effect of creating deficiencies in vitamins and minerals and stuff. And then the last one here is what we all know about: diarrhea. So chronic diarrhea, you're going to lose the vitamins and minerals, and I'll definitely raise my hand on that one. So yeah, so that's so out of all these, what would you guys what's your guys' feedback on that? What do you think?
Um, it's really hard for us not to lose, vitamins and all this stuff from our food because of the diarrhea and the bleeding. If there was like, I know there are products and stuff like that, but they need to be more popular. That, what do you call it, Jordan, that you were taking, like the powder? That
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
what I'm blanking on.
The Prevlite powder, I think it's called cholesterol or something. I'm probably butchering that. But the point of that is to
Absorption.
absorption. It kind of acts as like, well, in my case, my ileum was surgically removed, which that's the organ that absorbs all the moisture from the food that we eat, and so that's gone. So pretty much I have diarrhea permanently, and so this medicine pretty much kind of creates kind of like an artificial normalcy in my body. So kind of like if the ileum is like the body's brakes as far as how fast food goes through your system, then the Prevolite is kind of like an emergency brake, and so I can just be diarrhea every 2 or 3 hours, every day nonstop, or even more often than that, and then I can take the powder, and then maybe like in a few hours, it's not necessarily pleasant in my stomach, but in a few hours, it was kind of like just like a wrenching pullback of all of everything that's going on. So then I get all kind of bloated and gassy and all jacked up because everything's trying to stop, and so it's kind of like that's why I have to take that medicine pretty regularly because if I don't, and then to kind of take it in the middle of active symptoms, uh, that's kind of a whole nother ball of wax. And so
Yeah.
and so and so and so so yeah, so that's but without that medicine, I'm unable to absorb anything. Like everything just goes right through my body, and so um that's why I'm thankful for that medicine is that it does allow me to actually take vitamins or eat certain foods and stuff and actually feel like, well, this was actually worth it and not just performative or something. um but uh but yeah, that's kind of my story with it. I that's who knew how just how fast lives can change, and you're finding yourself eating Scooby Doo vitamins or whatever just because you have to. Um, but that's it. Let me. I was Kevin was speaking about the iron and stuff, and I was looking out. I was looking here. So if there's anybody listening that that has Crohn's or that has at least an iron deficiency, I can speak on. I'm looking here, and so some of the foods with high iron, it looks like spinach and um, oysters and whole wheat bread and dried apricots,
Pretty much
broccoli,
everything I can eat.
right? Tofu, and so yeah, dark chocolate, navy beans. I'm not sure how many people. Well, I'm not sure I would like a big pile of navy beans. so, but so that's why I think people get things in pill form. But yeah, but the idea is to try to get some of these things natural sources, and
Mm.
that's the additional challenge. What CJ's speaking to is that okay, well, I'm
Most of these
vitamin.
stuff we can't eat. We have to get it from
Yeah,
supplements,
Yep.
yeah,
vitamins.
yeah.
I was
And
just
so,
reading that about iron, the natural way you're talking about for food. I love seafood, and I just saw that like iron's in a bunch of seafood.
yeah, oysters is a good example of that. And so, even though I can't stand oysters, like it's kind of like a texture snotty thing going
I
on.
get that. I
And
get.
so I mean, even like I think I had fried oysters before, and that was a no go also.
I love all
But
food.
oh,
I tried
so
octopus. That was so good.
I love seafood too, man. Like pretty much if it swims, I'll eat it,
Yeah,
except
right.
except for oysters.
That's the one. The one exception.
So I'm kind of like the guy that likes to get like eating like a whole fish, like this take a whole fish and dunk it in like a fryer or something and give it to me,
Yeah.
type thing.
Wait.
Or just like we go like certain restaurants and yeah, they just give you like a whole wrapped up foiled fish or something like it's dope. So I can do that. But no oysters. But I don't. So that's CJ. What about you? Are you a seafood person or not really?
Um, Not really. I could eat seafood. I love sushi, but there's certain seafoods I wouldn't touch.
That's sushi is probably one of the few things that I can eat pretty consistently without getting my stomach jacked up.
Oh,
Me
I haven't
too.
eaten it recently because of UC, but I used to love sushi
Hmm.
with wasabi and all that.
Mm.
Right.
But if
But
I touch
Calamari.
wasabi now,
yeah,
nah.
no, but
Calamari.
even yeah, I like calamari too. I like calamari.
Calamari is
And,
good.
but like, but with sushi, I think even that I have to be careful with because if it's like because some sushi be like super extra and complicated and like
Mhm.
deep fried and sauced and all these weird things going on inside. So it almost has to be like
I just like it
very
simple.
yeah very simple like just a raw fish rice just raw fish and rice.
Maybe a
You know
fresh
that
avocado, and call it a day.
like but if we start saying it's kind of like the whole like the whole roll has just been like fried and then and then that whole thing is covered in some like weird thick sauce and all that kind of stuff. I can't.
I like salmon.
Yeah,
Salmon's pretty good.
Me
yeah,
too.
yeah,
And salmon is so good.
yeah. And that has a lot of good stuff in it too. A lot of good healthy fat and stuff. And
You got
Yeah.
me thinking. I'm probably gonna eat that after this.
right, and then
Now
that's
you
what
got me thinking. Like,
I know. And so yeah. So I think that's what you guys were saying earlier is that it might be good. It might be a good idea to have a nutritionist on the show. To talk to them and because yeah, so one of the biggest challenges is just trying to balance getting your nutrient intake and also eating things that don't make your stomach explode. And
mm,
so and that's unique for everybody, but that's why so much of it is just turns into supplements and also for me like yeah, like I can't eat certain greens or certain things that just it's just too rough in the stomach, and so I get a lot of my vitamins personally just through smoothies like we're talking about, and
I bought
so
a juicer just to make like vegetable smoothies and stuff. I made like one green juice,
mm,
never touched it again.
not a big fan
but
of
see, but you
juicers.
have you can't just be eating like you can't just be drinking like I don't like eat like drinking like broccoli juice or whatever. You gotta
Yeah, it was a
like
bullshit,
yeah
dude.
you,
Bunch of bullshit.
you
I,
know
and I
you know
added some
like
protein powder in it. I was like, I'm gonna get everything this one. That
Yeah,
shit
just
tasted like
drinking
ass.
broccoli juice.
I I never touched that shit again. No, bro. I put avocado in it. I put like some lettuce. I put some spin. I put like a whole bunch of different greens in it, dude. And then I put my protein powder in it. I was like, yo, this is about to be healthy as shit. That shit was so thick. And I was like, yo, this shit is gross, dude. I'm not never again. I haven't touched that machine since then, bro. Real talk.
Oh,
It's sitting right behind me.
that that, that
oh,
that's
sounds
hilarious.
gross.
It's like make sure I don't know maybe add an apple next time to it or
Some
something
sort of
but
sugar.
right.
Some sort of
I didn't. I was
sugar.
not thinking. I was like, I'm gonna make this healthy, no sugar, no nothing. Let's get this green juice all day. That juice gave me green juice all day. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's funny, man. But yeah, so I think I love green smoothies and green juice, all that stuff too. But usually
You're gonna have
mine
to
has
throw
a
me some
sprinkling of
recipes, brother,
fruit in it. Mhm.
for sure. Next
Yeah,
time.
I can do that, man. Because like, I can say that my little dude, he's had green smoothies since day one.
Mhm.
Like so because every single little kid is all on macaroni and chicken nuggets, right? And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
every single kid doesn't want to eat that doesn't want to eat anything. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna beat that. He's still gonna have the nuggets and and macaroni or whatever, like all kids do, but he'll also have smoothies. And so it's like so he'll say like, oh, broccoli, that's not. And so there's and so yeah, speaking, he must have just heard my like his little ears must have been burning, but but anyway yeah, so since day one he's had green smoothies, and so he won't. So if he sees like a pile of spinach or a pile of broccoli or carrots or whatever, he'd be like, "Ooh, that's gross." But he'll take a carrot and put it into a blender himself. he'll take spinach and put it to a blender himself. So he thinks that's how you make a smoothie. And also, I told him like, okay, well, if you put pineapple in it, and yogurt in it and whatever, and then put spinach in it, well, you can't taste the spinach. It just makes it green. So like spinach is totally neutral in that. You can add a whole lot of spinach to it, but as long as you have pineapple or like a really really strong fruit,
Juicy.
it will it will offset that. And so so you can do like carrots and orange, or like spinach, or like spinach and pineapple, spinach and mango, that kind of stuff. And it will taste just like spinach or pineapple, but you still have that, or it'll taste like peaches or pineapple or whatever, but you still get that spinach and those vitamins and stuff. And so so he's he's good to go, little dude. Because he's been, like weekly for his entire life. He's been having he's been having smoothies. So
I love the 20.
So I would say, go ahead.
It's like I love the 21st century.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so I would recommend to anybody listening out there that if you're having trouble tolerating certain foods, you might try to blending them up, and seeing how that works out for you. And not only that, you can put a lot of stuff in the blender. Just CJ saying that you can make it a little bit too healthy sometimes. And so the idea is to try to like you kind of have like a potion or some kind of witch's brew or something like that, and dial it back a little bit, and like a health tonic. That's what I was looking for. So trying to do a little bit differently than that, and so maybe adding. So it's okay to have that thick green broccoli juice, I guess. But
it wasn't broccoli.
But you might want to. But kale, a kale cooler or something that you had. So, but I would say you can definitely try different things, and with smoothies. I mean, I said I just do like almond milk, and just try to keep everything really really inert, real simple.
You don't even have to make smoothies. You could even just make fruit juice or
juice,
juices.
Yep.
I like
juices.
That.
Exactly. Yep. And so there's tons of recipes and stuff. I mean, that's something that I really want to put out for people. Is even though there's even though IBD is not one size fits all, I still think it's important that you can kind of do like one size fits most. For some of these things.
Yeah, like general cases. I know what you mean.
And so because there's, I think, some stuff called golden milk. It's like turmeric milk or something like that, and that's supposed to be really good for like just your stomach and everything, and you have your health and stuff. And so there's just
the raw milk as well is really good for us, especially because it has like this certain bacteria. I think it's like B-doof or something like that. That's in our gut that helps our intestines and stuff like that.
The sound of that raw milk, that sounds awful.
I know. Just because we can't tolerate that, and like people keep pushing it, it's just like
right. It just doesn't sound like. To me, that's like a day in the toilet, like.
Yeah, like in about 5 to 10 minutes after drinking that.
Yes.
That was a mistake. So.
I feel like in order for you to take it, you'd have to be like maybe close to remission, or
to be safe.
And then you're not in remission anymore.
One drink, just like that.
But that's what I want to do, or that's what I think people would find valuable, is just some of these juices and drinks and smoothies, or just anything that kind of remixes or takes some of these maybe unhealthy thing, or not unhealthy, just some of these unpalatable foods and stuff, and then make them a little bit more easier to tolerate and stuff, without having
digestible.
Exactly. And so, if you're not really into eating a big pile of spinach, or 4 or 5 carrots or whatever, but you can still get that. You can still get that food into your body. Like, oh, that's something else too. Is that a lot of, you can do the same thing with like muffins and stuff too. So you can do like things like applesauce based muffins, but you can do that with like spinach. Same thing, spinach, kale, carrots. So you can have like an orange, cranberry, and carrot muffin, that kind of thing, or spinach and I'm trying to think of there's. I had it in my head. I don't remember the recipe, but it was spinach, and it's just the same idea is that you put the green in there, and since it doesn't have a lot of flavor, so you have a stronger flavor to offset it, and then you can still get that vitamin every day. And so it may look green, or may not look or may not look that attractive or look that good, but it tastes better than it looks, type thing. And so that's how I would. So that's what we kind of do around here in my house, is try to experiment with those kind of things. And because I said 5-year-old, trying to get him to eat stuff, and so that's like same story for everybody else, I guess. But just trying to get kids to eat things, and not
get creative.
Yeah, exactly. And but I am very proud about the smoothie thing, about how he puts his own vegetables into his own smoothies and doesn't think it's a big deal. But won't eat it anywhere else.
Baby steps.
Right.
Literal steps.
Right. And so, well, cool guys. Well, I don't think that I think this is a good episode. I think we covered some fun things. To anybody listening out there, we greatly appreciate your feedback, about how we can make things better. We're trying, different options, different platforms and stuff to try to, make the show better every single time for you. So, I'll, I guess, kind of close things out a little bit, and then let y'all say something here too. Close it out too. But this is episode 5. We greatly appreciate your feedback. You guys can check us out on Twitter at CrohnV. That's CROHNV. Also, you can check us out on Instagram. We just created a new page on there. It's official Crohn's Veteran, CROHNS VETERAN. You can check us out on Facebook, on myself on LinkedIn. CJ is streaming every week on Twitch. His handle is CHILGAOST. Also, we are on YouTube. So you'll see all these video episodes on YouTube, and of course the podcast itself. And so the podcast is hosted by Anchor. It's also on Spreaker, Google Podcasts, I think Radio Public, and a couple other ones here. And then I'm actively working on getting the show on iTunes now, so I'll let you guys know about that too. And of course, you can check out our website, the Crohn's Veteran website, at www.crohnsveteran.com, CROHNSVETERAN.com. Stop by, check us out, drop us a line. And so CJ and Kevin, you got anything to leave with the people today?
I was looking at the closed captions, and it wrote www.carandtrucksremotes.com.
That is so funny. So let's do that again. So like www.crohnsveteran.com. So that's funny. So closed captions are still a work in progress, folks. So
I think you forgot to mention Spotify. It's a big one for on.
You're right. Thanks. Yep. And so we're also on Spotify, guys. So check us out.
Veteran.
Yep. The show's called Crohn's Veteran. Look us up. Again, it's me, Jordan, CJ, and Kevin every week. So cool. Well, again, guys, thank you for your time, and have a great day. All right.
All right.
See you later.